Hey everybody, welcome back to A&W's Adventures in Gear. I know it's been a long time since we've posted our last video, and that's what we're going to go through in this video. We've been going through some life changes, and you guys are going to come along with us. And this video is actually going to be the first step of that. So if you missed us, great. We're getting back to more the preparedness side of this channel, gear side of this channel. So if you have any questions related to or anything you want to see, just like, subscribe, comment, and be more than happy to accommodate. So today's video, we are going to go through something that you probably didn't even know about us. We're days away from going to the hospital for our first child, and I wanted to go over how we prepared, or I specifically prepared for the hospital trip and the overnight stay, what to, how to expect, what to expect. And so this is a video before we go to the hospital. So hopefully this stuff works out. If not, then I'll be posting another video afterwards to describe what we forgot to bring, etc. So hopefully we don't have to do that second video, but if we do, I'll post it, and you guys will enjoy that content as well, hopefully. So without further ado, let's get down to the gear. So first, what we're going to start out with is the electronics that we're bringing with us to the hospital. We want to document as much as we can. Obviously, not the gruesome stuff. They probably won't let us do that anyway. But we want to document, just the entire day. Obviously, when she gets here, take some pictures and videos. So the first thing we have on the electronics list is actually the camera we're recording on. It's just a GoPro Hero 8, I believe. They're up to the 9 now. Been working good. Obviously, you guys have been watching it, and you haven't told me yet that there's any problem with the video. So we think it's been actually a pretty good addition. Takes decent video, so that's what we're going to film most of the stuff on. Additionally, we've also on this GoPro, we have a tripod that we're using, and that's if we want to have like some want to discuss some things or talk to the camera, that way I don't have to hold it, and we can hold our baby and stuff like that. Also, I brought this little tiny tripod. This one goes and wraps around, like it can wrap around a hospital bed, or it can be used as a selfie stick or whatever, like a little holder. I don't know if we'll use this at all. It's a UB size Tripod Pro. It's just an Amazon special, nothing fancy. Obviously, I'll post the links down. Part of this channel is I want to do budget stuff, because I know a lot of this industry and a lot of the YouTube channels now have the best gear and the best of the best, and those sometimes they can cost thousands of dollars, and a practical person like me or you may not be able to afford that, or maybe they can, but I want to give a full spectrum. Obviously, as I grow, I'll be getting nicer stuff, but I also want to stay true to my roots and that not have something accessible for everybody. So anyway, side tangent on that. Yeah, tripod, or small tripod. Let's see. Also, we probably went a little overboard on the tripods, the selfie sticks and stuff like that, but this is another Amazon special. It's a selfie stick that more for phones, and it goes in. It has a little button here on the stick here, and that's just so you can take selfie photos and stuff like that. So if we want to do that with baby, or mom wants to do that, then yeah, we're good to go. So another Amazon special. I don't remember the price on this, but I'll post the link down below. It definitely came in use on our Arizona trip, so I imagine it'll probably be more useful than this tripod. Also, this is a little spongy thing that came with the Hero 8. We use it just to carry around and video. That's probably what I'll be using to go when we film or going in the hospital and stuff like that. Again, probably overkill on the amount of tripods, but hey, I like options. So this came with it, so it's not like it was an extra purchase. We got the attachments and tripods, so moving on. I also have a Rebel T6 EOS camera for point and shoot. It's not like the top of the line camera. This is more than enough. It gets really good quality. You can set everything you want. This is something we use to document our family. And you've probably seen some of these pictures on my Instagram. Plug, see here below for the Instagram. Something doing my own research on, and I want to pass on to you guys, is the plugs that are available in a hospital are not always easy to get to. They're not everywhere like you would have in your house, from what we've been researching, especially the hospital we're going to. So with that in mind, instead of getting like a simple, like iPhone charger with only one USB port or anything like that, pick yourself up a brick that has 3 or more USB, so you can charge your wife's phone, your phone, camera gear if you want to. You can plug in an iPad, whatever, so you have options. That way you can only use one plug and you'll be good to go. Also, because it could be far away, I would recommend picking up a long, like 10-foot. This is a 10-foot charging cable for your phone. So that you don't know how long you're going to be in the hospital. You could be in there from anywhere from a day to 3 or 4 days, depending on the situation. So you're going to want to charge your phone at some point. Plus, you're going to be calling family, and with COVID, they can't be there in the hospital anyway. So you're going to be wanting to talk to them and FaceTiming, etc. Now, it's all that uses battery, so of course, long charging cable, so that it makes you happy and your wife happy, so that when you're waiting on things to happen, you have some entertainment. And I'll get to more on entertainment here in a bit. GoPros are notorious for eating up battery really fast because I film in 4K. So I picked up a battery charger. It's a dual battery charger, and I have 2 batteries in this plus 1 in the GoPro, and it charges really fast. So if I have to run out, I'm good to go. And then the camera charger for our point and shoot. And charging cable. So here in this pack, it's kind of like my little accessory pack. So this is out of my film gear kit that we go whenever we're either doing this type of video or when we're out in the middle of nowhere, doing adventure videos. So this has bricks and charging cables and selfie remotes and attachments for the GoPro. Here's a selfie remote for the selfie stick or whatever. Attachments for the iPhone to the tripod, and every charging cable you can imagine. So for each of the stuff. So for the GoPro, for the point and shoot, for the my phones, we should be good. So we talked about electronics. The next part is your survival in the hospital. When I mean survival, I mean, staying clean, staying well dressed, warm, comfortable. It's all about comfort, and you don't need to look 100%. So the first thing I bring out of my bag is water. So water is extremely important. But the hospitals have fillable areas where you can refill water bottles. So if you don't want to keep spending money at the vending machine or begging the nurses for water, I suggest a water bottle, because you can put whatever you want in there: vodka, water, whatever gets you through. Obviously toiletries, toiletry bag. So just essentials, deodorant, toothbrush, contacts, if you have glasses, whatever you would need to make yourself feel hygienic and clean. So because we didn't know you never know whenever the labor is really gonna happen. you don't want to pack up all your everyday stuff in a bag that you have to keep taking in and out. Maybe you do. We like a tidy house, you know, where something's not sitting on the counter or anything. So what we did is we went out and bought just travel-sized stuff, like travel-sized shampoo, travel-sized toothbrush, or a travel toothbrush, travel-sized toothpaste, etc. So that we can grab it at a moment's notice and not have to worry about our daily life, you know, or throwing things in a bag at the last minute. So that was the whole point of the hospital bag, is you have it packed, ready to go, so that when labor does start, you can just grab it, throw it in the car, and make your way to the hospital without having to worry about it or think about it. So toiletries. Next, so they do have a shower, but after doing some research, especially at the hospital we're going to, the towels are cocktail towels. If they barely or don't wrap around you, so I just recommend bringing you an old towel or an extra towel so that you have something just in case they don't have something you like or whatever. If you want to take a shower, if you don't, you know, you do you, but towel. So next I have, so the climate here we live in is warm. This is September when we're filming this, so it's still 95 degrees, 98 at sometimes. So we've packed according to the climate. Having said that, hospitals can be very cold, so I've also thrown in some options, if you will, for like comfort or warmth. So the first thing I got is just some sweatpants. That way, if you're cold, sweatpants. So what we did is we packed for 3 days, 3 nights or 2 nights in the hospital, 3 days, whatever. We don't expect to be that long, but you never know, especially if a C-section or something happens. So we packed for 3 days. You can pack for however long you think. I think 3 is probably a good measure, because you know it doesn't really overpack your bag, and you are prepared in case you need to. You can bring whatever you want, whatever you feel comfortable. I just brought some sport shorts and comfortable laser-round shorts, and so I have 3 pairs of laser-round shorts and sweatpants, as you see, a hoodie for the same reason. So if I don't want sweatpants, I could put a hoodie on over some sport shorts, and then t-shirts, underwear, whatever you need to feel comfortable. Shower shoes, so just some cheap flip-flops, just like you would be showering wherever, in a public area. Just some cheap flip-flops. Got these at Target. It's really dry, so chapstick is probably important in the hospital. And then vending machines. So when you're in the hospital or whenever it's going on, you don't know what time you're going to be in there. We're going to be in at like 5 a.m. So the cafeteria or whatever might not be open. So there's vending machines all over the place. So bring yourself some change so you can get some snacks or whatever. Pack your bag of your choice. Some people use, the high-speed, 511 bags to pack their stuff, or you can use whichever bag you want, but just a duffel bag. I use a Tacobas bag. It's my weekender bag. It's a canvas. I like the bag. It's really great. It's nice and leather. It's high class and sophisticated, and it holds a lot more than you think. It also lays flat whenever you're not in use. So it's been a great all-around bag, and I didn't want to go about and buy another bag for this. So my wife has done basically this identical bag for her side, and she also threw in some extra stuff for postpartum, so that she can be comfortable during that. And we also threw in a couple onesies for pictures and picture props, and we threw in a going home onesie and blankets. We also brought some nail clippers and some stuff for the baby. You probably don't, it's different depending on what hospital you go to. I'm just talking about our hospital in general, and what we are expecting is that they're going to give you formula, and they're going to give you diapers, and that way you don't have to bring any of that stuff with you for the days that you're there. So we're not really bringing a diaper bag for any diaper reasons, just those things that I mentioned. Gauge it wisely on what you prefer. On top of the bag, and your clothes, and clothes for the baby, your toiletries, and camera gear. Now you also want to bring entertainment, so we're going to be bringing our laptop. So one, we can watch videos or Netflix if we want to, and then I can edit video, or we can play around on the laptop, search the internet, whatever. FaceTime, we use a Mac laptop, so we can FaceTime with family. So bring a laptop or entertainment, whatever you want. If you're into the baby book documentation, you know, with the handprints and pictures and just documenting the first few portions of the baby, bring a baby book. We're bringing that. You can find them anywhere. We'll post the link to one of the ones we're using, just so that you have an option. It works really well, and then, or it's been working well, documenting. We'll see actually through the birth of the baby. So baby book. We're also bringing snacks. Something for me, because I'm going to be probably sleeping on a sofa bed or some sort of sofa next to the bed, is I'm going to bring a blanket and a pillow. I do want to finish this video out with when should you pack this bag. Technically, when you're 36 weeks, you could basically come at any time and the baby will be healthy. I don't even think the baby has to spend time in NICU whenever it's after 36 weeks, unless some other health issue pops up. So what we did is we packed the bag about the 36-week mark, so that we were prepared for any time during the week. The baby actually was measuring big, so we expected her to come early. So that actually was a good decision in our mind to pack early. We just set it in our closet, zipped up, ready to go, charged all the batteries and all of our stuff. You're ready for baby. And then lastly, they will not let you leave the hospital if you don't have your car seat installed. They will also not help you with the car seat for liability reasons. That way, if you get an accident, something happens, they're not liable for it, which is kind of stupid. You can go and get it checked by your local fire department. I have a link to some resources that help you find people that can check that for you. That way, if you're curious and you want to be just extra safe, you can have someone check it for you that knows. So we have the base installed, and then the car seats, obviously you bring that in to the hospital with you, and you put the baby in that. Mom gets wheeled out on a wheelchair for liability reasons, and you're holding the baby, and then you go home. So car seat and car seat base installation properly is important. Forgot to mention, because we are extra as hell, is we are bringing the car seat manual, so that while we're sitting in the hospital, we can review it, and make sure that we put the baby in. We're two engineers. We are super logical and factual based on a lot of the stuff we do, and we procedure based. So we like to follow instructions when it comes to gear and stuff like that. So we find a little bit of satisfaction in reading manuals. I like to read car manuals when I buy a car, so each their own, but at least know how to use the car seat. Hope you'll enjoy this video. There's going to be more videos coming out about preparation and gear. The next one, or I don't know what order these videos are going to be in, because we're in the middle of hurricane season now. I'm also going to go over our hurricane preparation, emergency food, emergency water, generator setup, future plans for future generator setups, etc. So keep an eye out for that video, or it might already be posted. Can't really decide that in my mind yet. Thank you again for joining us and watching AMW Adventures in Gear. Please like, subscribe, stay tuned, and I really appreciate the support. I know this isn't a big milestone for most YouTube channels, but it is for us. We passed 100 subscribers. They say that the first 100 subscribers is the hardest, so I really appreciate the support from the people that support this channel, and I can hope they continue to do so. Please like, subscribe, let me know what you want to see, future videos in the comments, and Adios.